Due to an announcement by the Minister for Primary Industries, the Honourable Coure Hodgkinson, some 4 weeks ago, when she announced the closure of the Cronulla Fisheries Centre, with all staff to be redeployed to regional areas, Nowra, Port Stephens and Coffs Harbour. We're here today to protest. The decision and request that the Minister reconsider her decision to close the Cronulla Fisheries Centre. However, we are also here today in support of Premier O'Farrell's stated objective that he lead a people's government. I quote from Premier O'Farrell, "An ongoing people's parliament should address the issues that people believe are important, rather than those that are convenient to the government." And it's for this reason that we will be presenting in a few minutes' time later this morning a people's petition, with over 19,000 signatures on it from the community of New South Wales, requesting that the government, and specifically Minister Hodgkinson, reconsider her decision. Why is Cronulla Fisheries Centre so important? It is because the staff that work there researching the stocks of fish and our aquatic resources are vital to sustainable management of our aquatic resources in New South Wales, to support the management of our commercial and recreational fisheries and sustainability of our stocks. Importantly, prior to the Minister's decision, there was no consultation with us, no consultation with recreational fishers, and no consultation with the wide range of commercial fishermen in New South Wales. Sure, there was some consultation with an interest group on the North Coast, but it did not cover the breadth and span of commercial fishing in New South Wales. We believe that the movement of staff and the closure of the Cronulla Fisheries Centre will lead to reduced service to our stakeholders, commercial and recreational fishers and the people of New South Wales, because in actual fact we will be relocating staff and our centre of excellence away from the centre of the recreational fishing population and the centre of the commercial fishery that spans the entire coast from Tweed Heads down to Eden. We're also going to experience a loss of the important brand associated with the Cronulla Fisheries Research Centre, an iconic institution where there has been 110 years of fisheries research, 8,000 years of proud Aboriginal heritage, and the centre is internationally recognised. There's going to be a loss of expertise, which is a major danger, because 90% of staff has said that they cannot relocate to regional centres. There's going to be a loss of facilities. We have state-of-the-art aquaria, state-of-the-art laboratories at Cronulla, and the cost of replacing these in regional centres is going to be prohibitive. It's also going to have significant impacts on the Shire community, and the cost of movement is not well understood at this stage. We understand that there is no business plan from the government outlining all the costs associated with the move. Now, I would like to introduce now to you the local member for Cronulla, the Honourable Mr Mark Speakman, who is going to say a few words. Thank you, Mark.
Ladies and gentlemen, to my right is Lee Evans, the member for Heathcote, and I understand that Mark Coure, the member for Oatley, and Graham Annesley, the member for Miranda, are on their way. Ladies and gentlemen, you only get 19,000 signatures to a petition if the petition makes common sense. Common sense, in my view, dictates that the Cronulla Fisheries remain where it is and as it is. I agree that you can't have fisheries research undertaken in somewhere old and decrepit. And that's why I support research at the Cronulla Fisheries, because it is state-of-the-art aquaria and laboratories. I agree that you can't have fisheries research undertaken somewhere with limited access. That's why I oppose moving fisheries to Port Stephens at the end of a one-lane road with an old bridge in a marshland. I agree that fisheries management, commercial and recreational, should be where the stakeholders are. That's why Cronulla Fisheries should stay where it is, in the Sydney Basin, where 60% of recreational fishers are located. I stood as a candidate in Cronulla on a platform of fiscal responsibility, saving taxpayers' dollars. That's why I oppose relocating Cronulla Fisheries at a considerable, indeed vast expense to the taxpayer in terms of relocation costs, capital expenditure and redundancies. I oppose the relocation of Cronulla Fisheries for two basic reasons. One is the significant adverse impact it's going to have on the local community in Cronulla in terms of loss of jobs directly at Cronulla Fisheries and the flow-on effect that's going to have to businesses throughout the Cronulla region. But I'm not here today merely as some sort of Cronulla NIMBY. I'm here also because the best place to have fisheries research in New South Wales, wild fisheries research, is at Cronulla. That's because relocation and decentralisation is all very well in theory, but if the consequence of trying to implement a forced relocation is that between 80 and 90% of your staff will not move, you won't have a relocation, you will have a destruction of the expertise that you have at Cronulla. No matter how many people can be recruited out of university with bachelor's degrees in biology, won't make up for the enormous loss of expertise that we will face if the Cronulla Fisheries is closed down. I oppose any relocation to a site located in a marshy area where the water is unsuitable for wild fisheries research. So you're either going to invalidate the research that's undertaken, or at vast expense to the taxpayer, have to manage trucking in water every day or reticulating it. It's a joke. So for all those reasons, I oppose the Cronulla Fisheries. It's difficult to do that as a government MP, but in my view, a loyal member of the government, when he sees an error happening, has to speak up and prevent that error, and that's what I'm trying to do. Ladies and gentlemen, I congratulate you on the terrific response you've got from workers and the Cronulla community. I intend to maintain this fight. It's a fight worth fighting for, not only for Cronulla, but for the people of New South Wales.